Hello my friends, I'm Golden Anina. Welcome back to my channel for another V5 Washburn Edition update. Today I'm going to show you winter and spring in Sunset Valley. I was originally going to make these into two different videos, but I decided to make it into one for several reasons. One of those reasons is that I recently rebuilt version 5 and I'm very excited to show you how it looks. But first, I wanted to finish out winter and spring with this mod combination because it is just so gorgeous. First of all, I would like to thank Lyralei for this incredible Snow But Better snow replacement mod. It alters many aspects of winter and gives it a much more in-depth and realistic feel. Those mountains are breathtaking. I love how they are obscured by the storm. I miss winter. I love that lighthouse, and the reflections are breathtaking. There is something so peaceful about winter. I think it reaches back to something primal inside of us, when winter was a time of rest and reflection. In today's busy modern world, it can be very difficult to steal those moments for yourself, to look around in wonder at the beauty of nature. That is actually one of the ways I get the most out of my gameplay. Instead of being in a rush to achieve goals, I make a point of slowing things down, enjoying that morning cup of coffee, cuddling with your dog, going on walks together, building relationships, and kissing that special someone. The more time and love you put into a thing, the more you can get out of it. Now, for one of the strangest things I have ever seen in The Sims 3. And that is saying something, because it's The Sims 3. I was filming at the park when I noticed something up in the air. Is it a bird? A plane? Nope, it's Super Ghost Grandma. She was just hovering up there. Then she began to slowly descend to the ground. I have been playing The Sims 3 for 15 years, and I have never seen anything like this. So I watch as she slowly descends right into a taco truck. Well, I mean, I get it. There's nothing quite like some good street food. I guess some cravings follow you beyond the grave. One of the issues I am having is that the townies aren't changing into their outerwear. They walk around in their everyday clothing, which is kind of hilarious. Speaking of clothing, shout out to Carver Sims for creating these default replacement mods for the in-game clothing. It fixes various aspects and just makes the clothing look better overall. Oh, I love this house. I love how peaceful it feels in the winter. So I decided to take a video while the game was paused, and it reminds me so much of the Doctor Who Christmas special, Twice Upon a Christmas, which was Capaldi's last episode. He is one of my favorite doctors, and that was one of my favorite episodes. And in the words of the 12th Doctor, remember, always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. This is one of my favorite shots in Sunset Valley. I love how you can see the town, the beach, the mountains. I love getting to experience all of the beauty and detail this world has to offer in one spot like this. Gorgeous snowy night. Oh, I love these stars. This is one of the prettiest sunrises I have seen in the game. The clouds, the colors, the mountain, the sun, just breathtaking. I love the fog. The mist gives this eerie, otherworldly feeling. It's incredibly immersive. It makes me want a blanket, a nice coat, and either some apple cider or some hot cocoa, depending on what I'm in the mood for. Again, Boring Bones' Get Out mod is amazing. I love watching Sims walk around these worlds. It makes the game feel so much more alive. It also feels a lot more natural to meet people. Speaking of which, Ella decided to get out there and start dating, but it's been difficult for her to find someone she really connects with. Classic Sims moment. Following a man you like into the bathroom to ask him where he works. Only in The Sims. At least I hope. Romance may be a challenge, but Ella has become good friends with Bebe Hart, who just got married. I love this default replacement mod for the mug. It looks handmade. I'll leave the link for it in the description, along with the other mods I've talked about today. I love that wild horses just roam through Ella's yard. Talk about a dream come true. I actually realized that I was missing a mod for them. You see, I have default replacement mods for horses, but I couldn't understand why some of the horses were still looking so glossy. Then I remembered there was a mod that fixes this issue. I had removed it because I didn't know if I would still need it since I already have mods that enhance their coats. But it turns out I was wrong and that mod is necessary. I'll show you how good they look in one of my following videos. Cannibal MLO's mod for enhanced jets is freaking awesome. It adds another level of depth and dimension into the game. Ella ended up hitting it off with Hank Goddard at a party. They were attracted to each other, compatible, and they had several things in common. Unfortunately, she found out he already has a girlfriend, so it was time to move on. But she still thought of him the whole walk home. I love that dogs can sing along with the radio. On that note, one of the mods that will be in V5 is More Bits, an overhaul of the Sims 3 soundtrack. It improves all of the music and sounds in the game. Huge shout out to the mod's creator, mypantsfelldown. Yes, that is their real name on there. Who knows? Maybe it's a supernatural reference. Pudding! Cool points to those of you who get that reference. Or perhaps don't understand that reference. Okay, I'm getting off track. I can talk about that show all day. Thank you, My Pants Fell Down, for creating this wonderful mod that replaces the in-game music and sounds with higher quality versions of themselves. I am hearing instruments and parts of these songs I never noticed before. Want to know how good it sounds? One night, I was killing time on my phone while I was waiting for the game to load. And I actually paused a video of Henry Cavill talking so I could listen to the music. I mean, that should say enough. And spring has begun. We had our first thaw. And if I zoom in closely, you can see tiny green leaves growing back onto the trees. The rains came soon after, washing away the last bits of winter. And hail! I love that there is hail in the game. Day 2, and more leaves are already growing back onto the trees. This is a beautiful, gradual process that takes place throughout spring. There is something so refreshing and revitalizing about spring. Living in the South, I don't get to experience the change of seasons like I did growing up in New England. It's to the point where in fall, I get really excited if I can find even one tree with foliage. But some of the trees still do lose their leaves throughout the fall and winter. And so, when spring rolls around, I get this wonderful jolt of energy watching those bright green leaves appear on the trees. It gives me hope. But I guess that's what spring is all about. Hope, new life, and growth. Thank you so much for joining me. V5 is coming along beautifully. I finished my rebuild of my mods list about a week ago, and I am so happy with it. Boring Bones' new lighting mod is an absolute game changer, and the game has also never run better. I am so excited to share it with you. I'm currently working on another playthrough of a sim year through all 4 seasons to have a good feel for how everything is running. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to post videos more consistently. I am in the middle of some very intensive physical therapy, along with working as much as I am able to. The last few weeks have been pretty hectic and very rough pain-wise, but I am fighting through. Once I am on the other side of this, I have so many ideas and plans for this channel and this beautiful game. It's actually very frustrating not to have more time to spend on it. But I have to put my health first so I can build the future I so desperately want. Until next time.